When you got cooking on your mind and you got nothing but time now, baby, don't worry, toss out that old bologna. Now you're working overtime, girl. What you got cooking? He's a hell of a guy, yeah. Chris Boss is alright. The recipe's a delight, yeah. When you got cooking on your mind and you got nothing but time now, baby, don't worry, toss out that old bologna. Now you're working overtime, hero. What you got cooking? Yeah.
Yes, welcome to a very special edition of What You Got Cooking. Standing next to me is my longtime bandit friend, partner in crime, David Maciotra. And you can say hi real quick.
Yeah, how you doing? This is my first appearance on LNN since the days of News Corps when I was in 8th grade.
I forgot about that.
And
We did
it's-
News Corps
Oh
together.
yeah. The team is back. And it's a great show, Chris. I hope you can elevate me on your coattails.
No, I'll try. So as per usual, we are in Trinity Lutheran School's kitchen, our old stomping grounds
Oh,
where we
yeah.
did News Corps. And reason I have Dave next to me is because I'm not Italian, and being that Dave just went to Italy,
I was there for 2 weeks.
I figure there's nobody better than to kind of, help me out learning the Italian.
We spent some time in Rome, Florence, Venice.
So
and
he's covered.
I tasted all the cuisine, so I can offer some commentary on the culture and authenticity.
I'm gonna like it. I did.
You will.
I did know a little bit about Italy. That the northern. What's about the northern? What did I tell you about the northern?
Before I went to Italy, this guy here, chef that he is, offered me a prediction that I'd enjoy the northern cuisine by far more than anything else, and he was absolutely correct.
Yeah.
The pasta, the seafood, the other kinds of meat was all fantastic, and by far, like I said, better than Rome and Florence.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, sorry to disappoint you. We are doing a Roman dish today, but right off the bat.
Why even have me on the show?
Because I like your hair. You got nice hair. Anyway, right off the bat, we're going to get you into this, David. We're going to make some focaccia bread.
All right.
And this is a real thin, it's real soft, chewy bread, and it's baked in a little 9x13 sheet tray, and we decorate it with whatever we want, whatever we feel like making that day. So I'll give you the exact measurements, and I'll let you get on that, because this baby will take care of it all.
All right.
So right now in the pot, what we have is 2 ounces of olive oil and 1 tablespoon of salt. And in this bowl, we have 16 ounces of bread flour. And in this bowl, we have 1 tablespoon of yeast and 12 ounces of warm water. We wanted to form this sponge that you see on top. So Dave, you take it away, cowboy.
Just dump it all in.
Yeah,
huh?
get rid of it, man.
A little bit of spillage. That's okay, though.
Yeah.
We took care of it.
It's good. So we want to mix up our oil and our flour till they kind of get together. And while that's mixing, I'm going to start on a dish that, Dave never actually even heard of, and I kind of figured out that it's more of one of those dishes that, same thing as Chinese food, that when they come to America, it's kind of Americanized. Chicken Marsala, but it's so delicious.
Yeah, it is absolutely delicious, but you won't find it in Italy. Every restaurant that I went to, I didn't even see it on the menu, and that's every region of Italy that I traveled through. So,
All right.
we're starting out not authentic, but that's okay.
It still has the Italian-American flavor.
Yeah. And I'm sure that everyone at home in Lansing will enjoy it.
Oh, yeah. Well, what's not to enjoy? So I've got my pan on about a medium-high heat. I just threw in some olive oil. I want it real hot. I got 2 single chicken breasts that I'm going to throw in some flour here. You can pour that water in there.
Go ahead and pour it in.
Yeah, take it. There you go. Oh, yeah. All right. We're going to have to do a little stir up on this. But, so we want to put the flour on the chicken breast, and what that's going to do is create, it's a twofold process. It creates the breading, the light flaky crust on the chicken, and what it also does is creates a roux in the sauce, so when we make this pan sauce, it's going to thicken up naturally because of the flour left behind.
Sounds delicious.
It is, especially if you like mushrooms. I know you and I were just saying how much we like them.
Right. I eat them like it's going out of style, mushrooms.
So we got the chicken, floured and seasoned, got them in the pan, and yeah, this is exactly what we want right here. You can tell when your dough is done when it kind of is peeling off the side of the bowl. It's still going to be a little bit sticky to the touch, but that's when, you pick some flour up and, get your hands nice and flour. I'm going to let you do this one.
Oh,
Bill.
yeah.
Watch my chicken.
I'm gonna have a party with this flour right here.
I can't wait to see it.
Just put it in, or?
No, rub it on your hands and over the board.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you want a good. All right, and then just grab all the dough out of there. It's not like baby powder. But
Oh, that's sticky.
yeah,
That's sticky.
yeah. So keep rubbing your hands in the flour. You got to work that dough. Get this stuff out too.
Oh, I will. I'll take care of it.
Okay.
What? You think I'm an amateur?
So you want to get that dough worked immediately, and
You see this? This is what you have to deal with, but it's worth it.
you can hear the chicken going, and you want to swirl around, don't let it stick. But with this dough, like I'm telling Dave, it's going to be sticky, but I prefer it that way, and because then it's not so dry and flaky.
Things get messy in Chris Foster's kitchen.
Yeah, they have to. Otherwise, you're not doing something right. Let me see how these chicken breasts are looking. Nah, not yet. We want them a nice brown, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick them in the oven to finish off. And I can actually take care of all that right now. Let me help you out here, man.
Yeah, assist me, pal.
All right. This is why I bring you on here. Yeah, see, you got to move fast with
For
the dough.
amusement?
Yeah, pretty
That's
much.
why you
for
bring me
amusement. Oh, man. All right, here, drop the dough.
That's sticking, man.
It's sticking because you got to work fast with it. You don't want to let the dough sit. See, I'm not that coated because I coated my hands in flour, but we're going to work this dough.
You told me to put the flour on the board.
All right, here, look. And on your hands. Hold your hands out for me. Here's a quick fix. We never...
Oh, yeah, that takes care of it.
All right, so get all the dough off your hands.
I bet he's had this plan for months.
Pretty much. All right, actually, let me move this out of the way. So
I was the best man at his wedding. See, this is what he does, humiliates me on camera.
Let me help you out here. All right, take this and kind of rub the dough. And I guess some people have a natural thing for dough, and other people should, All right, so here's the pan we're going to put the focaccia bread in. And here's the pan for my chicken breasts. All right, I'll help you out with that. Let me take my chicken breast. All right, so I don't know if you can get a shot of this. This is what I want. I want it to be golden brown. And then I'm going to flip it over just so it kind of does its job on the back. It's nice and white. I'm going to pop it in a 375 oven until it's complete. All right. Yeah, this is good here.
All
You're
right.
going to have,
Yeah.
I don't expect the greatest stuff. It worked out good, man.
Yeah, see?
The dough is still soft and pliable, so what we want to do is take our dough and get a smaller sheet tray than this. This is going to be kind of rudimentary. Tell me about the pizzas over there, and I'll kind of explain.
Oh,
where
you
I'm
want to
going
hear
with
about
that.
the pizzas.
Yeah, real,
If you eat pizza in Italy, then you'll never want to eat it in America again. I don't know about that extreme, but it's much better in Italy. It's very thin, extremely thin, and they put a lot of thin cheese on it and tomato sauce, and the taste it's just an explosion in your mouth because it's so thin and everything's fresh. And you can order it with all kinds of interesting toppings that you won't find here. Like, for instance, in Rome, I had a seafood pizza. I had squid on there, octopus, shrimp. You can just imagine. And it was just completely covered. And you get for €6, which would be about $7.50, $8, you get a real big pizza, all for yourself.
Well, that's where I was kind of going with this. Usually you can have it nicely shaped and all that, but I'm doing this for you, Dave, kind of rudimentary laid out. So now that that's done, we're going to wait to put that in until we get our final product because that cooks real quick. I'm going to finish the Marsala sauce, real quick process. So I got shallots. You hear that?
I like that sound. Music to my ears.
Music to your ears. And of course, mushrooms. Oh, we love them.
Oh, yeah.
Marsala can be made with mushrooms, can be made with onions, depending on whether or not you like either or, you know.
Yeah.
I prefer mushrooms all the way, man.
Yeah, same thing here.
All right, so obviously, chicken Marsala, we need the Marsala. Nutty aroma,
Yeah, it smells
very
terrific.
full-bodied. And whenever
I
you're
smelled
playing,
it earlier, so just so you know I'm not lying. I smelled it earlier.
whenever you're playing with alcohol that's flammable, take it off. Take it off the oven. You'll see why.
Here it comes.
It's a short flame, but you don't want that flame to come back to the bottle. Look at that. Woo!
You know, the other thing you're going to want to remember, eating in a restaurant in Italy, it's a leisure culture. So expect to have a 2-3 hour dinner. You know, it's a big gap between meals. You get your appetizer, then maybe a half hour later, you'll get your next course.
Rub your hands in that flour.
That's just how they like to do it.
All right, so with this Marsala, we want to cook. We want to keep the flavor, but we want to cook it down a little bit. So right here, I've got chicken stock. Pour that in there. And we're just going to let that cook down until it's thick. Mount some butter in at the end, which we'll do when we come back. I got to help Dave clean up.
When we come back, I'll have clean hands, hopefully.
Yeah. And the next segment, I'll show you what to do. I'm going to put the focaccia bread in now. In the next segment, I'll show you how to dress it up. We'll make our next delicious dish of tasty goodness and awesome repercussion.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we'll see you there. And keep your hands clean.
What you got cooking? Yeah. I'm here on what you got cooking? Yeah.
Oh, we're back. And Dave,
We're back. Look at this, folks. Clean hands, spotless. He kept his word.
I kept my word. And right here, what we have is the finished chicken Marsala. You can see the sauce is just a little bit viscous. And the chicken is completely tender, completely cooked. Took about 10 minutes in the oven.
Yeah.
About 10 minutes.
Quick.
So we're going to get on to our next items. And the focaccia bread, let's finish that one real quick.
All
As soon
right.
as it began to rise, I took it out and I took my hand real quick and I pounded it. Made dimples. So Dave's got some, what do you got there, oregano?
Oregano. What you want to do is you want to tear the leaves off here and spread them out. I missed one.
No, well, you left the stem on. Dave likes oregano. He once wore it as an aftershave. Squeeze the oils. Okay, so that's good on the oregano.
Try it.
Unless you like.
Oregano's finished that process.
Yeah,
Now
oregano's good.
Now I'm going to do the same thing with the rosemary. It's a real
Rosemary,
simple process.
some Parmesan, some garlic.
Oh, yeah.
What I've got in front of me, some people love and PETA hates. It's veal. You know, young
The
cows.
Italians love it.
Do they?
Oh, it's on the menu every time, and they encourage you to order it.
Well, it's delicious.
I had it twice.
All right, so this recipe is a Roman recipe, very simple, like you know.
Yeah, this is what I had actually in a restaurant right in the central part of Rome, and it's a real thin slices of veal in an olive oil, buttery sauce.
Yeah.
Some potatoes on the side, and you just sit there. You know, once you're done with the meal, you have an espresso or whatever. And you sit outside, look at all the beautiful people and architecture. It's a great time, a meal in Italy.
So what I've got here, I've got the veal, which is pounded out to about 1/8 of an inch. And when you get veal cutlets, that's how I recommend you eat them, period. Oh, veal steaks. You want to do it, that's fine. But what I've got here is the pounded out veal to about 1/8 of an inch. I'm laying sage leaves. And then right here, got some prosciutto. You know what this is good for, David?
Why don't you tell me?
I'll show you. Slapping people.
See this? I got to play the straight man for Chris Foster here.
Slapping people. You can toss that.
It's good for eating, too.
Unless you want to eat it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the veal and we're going to press it, We're going to take the prosciutto and we're going to press it on the veal. And, if you don't have the strength to press it down, if you think it's going to fall off, take your hammer of justice, and gently tap it. But what you can do is you can even wrap it. But and then we're just going to do this pretty much the same thing that we did with the chicken marsala. We're going to dredge it in flour and saute that bad boy up.
I want to add another comment before you get going wild here on the veal.
Okay.
A common misconception in the States about Italian food is that you just smother it in garlic.
I've heard that.
False.
Yeah.
You go to Italy, no matter where you are, the garlic is very light. It's just to add a little bit of a taste and, flavor to the meal, but it's very light. You have to work hard to pick it up. So that's an American thing, smothering it in garlic.
I like garlic, though.
So do
I'm
I.
a full-blooded United States.
This is smothered.
Smothered. Put some more cheese on, man. Let's do cheese. I like cheese,
I
too.
put the cheese on.
I like a little more.
Well,
What is this? Fred Rogers, Gentle Time cheese distribution company?
I don't know what that means.
That means get crazy. So, what we've got is our veal cutlet, seasoned flour. We're going to take it and we're going to dredge both sides equally. And veal, you want to dredge the heck out of, man. You ever get your fingers wet and then you touch something in the freezer and it's kind of like a Christmas story where you're stuck on, tongue stuck on a pole. You're stuck on a freezer. That's what'll happen to the veal, man. It'll be Flick from A Christmas Story.
I don't want that experience.
No, and neither does the veal, you know?
Right. How's this on the cheese for you? You satisfied?
Yeah, pop.
You happy?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Put it in the oven, man.
All right.
So we're gonna finish it off in the oven. It's gonna crisp, and basically you pull it out when the cheese is melted. So here I've got my veal. I'm just gonna do one right now, so you can see how I make the sauce too. But I got a hot oil pan again, saute, and I'm gonna lay the veal side down first. And we want to go gentle heat on veal. And that's one of those things, I'd say 30, 45 seconds aside, because veal is so tender, and if you overcook it, then you're getting into beef jerky territory. And though I like beef jerky,
it's not good for in this context.
no, I don't like veal beef jerky, So shake it around, make sure it's not sticking. And you can see I'm using the non-stick pan this time. Obviously, the Marsala's there. But along with this comes a Marsala white wine sauce. And it's just spectacular, man.
Yeah.
Real simple, Roman again, it's...
white wine sauce is all over the place in Rome.
Yeah. Garlic, look at that, that's done on that side.
And another thing I may, if I'm so inclined, the viewers of the show who haven't been to Italy may be wondering about portioning, because there's the notion that portions are extremely small in Italy. That's only true with pasta, because unlike in the States, they don't eat pasta as a main course. It's more of an appetizer. So if you order pasta, it's a pretty small plate. But, veal, chicken, anything else, it's going to be a normal portion, something that you'll find right here in the States. It's not going to be supersized, but it's a normal size.
All right, Dave, see this here?
I see it.
Just light brown, not even caramelized at all is where we want it. So if you'd be a doll and open up that garlic for me.
I've been told I'm a doll many times.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to do a little bit of garlic. Saute that around. I recommend leaving it off the flame. It's already hot enough. Right here I've got some white wine. And we're going to go back to the Marsala. And I don't know if this will flame out. It does at work, wine, but no. So we're just going to cook that down. No risk of flame. The veal, cover it with foil for service. You can just cover it with foil. And the sauce will take a couple seconds. And while that's cooking down, I'll explain a little bit more with the butter, because I didn't do that on camera. The butter you want maybe about a half a tablespoon. They got the measurements on the side.
Yeah, it's not thick.
No, not at all, man. Just a nubbin.
Exactly.
A nubbin.
That's how it tasted. That's how it felt.
And Take it off the heat, otherwise the sauce will break, but take it off, stir it up, and then just right over it, man. And then you can serve it with any kind of potatoes you want. You know, we've done, on What You Got Cooking, we've made pretty much every potato known to man.
Oh, yeah.
And
It's a potato factory.
no doubt about that. All right, so I'm going to take just a little bit of the stock here, cook that down, and then I'm going to finish it off with butter. We'll pour that over, and when we come back, we're going to have, we'll have, on this very plate at that, we'll have the veal with the sauce, we'll have the Marsala with the sauce, we'll have a nice big chunk of your oregano-y focaccia bread.
And I'm telling you, the first thing you're going to do when you see this is you're going to look Chris Foster up, you're going to run to his house, you're going to say, make me this plate, because I got to have it.
Well, that's pretty good, you know. I would never mislead the viewers of Lansing. I love Lansing.
Yeah.
Got it tattooed on my beating heart.
Do you?
All right, we'll see you after this segment. You don't want to go away because you're going to miss the treasure trove of awesome.
Baby, please don't go.
What you got cooking? Yeah. I'm here on What You Got Cooking? Yeah.
And we're back, pal. Oh, we're back in
Black.
oh, I'm back in black. You're back in magenta.
Where's Brian Johnson?
Hey, we're all right, so let's spin our plate around here. We got the chicken marsala with the mushroom. Why don't you go ahead and eat a mushroom? I know you said how much you
Oh,
like
they're
the
delicious. Mushroom in Paradise, I think, is the song.
All right, but what I really wanted to get at
Not
was
bad at all. Terrific.
the veal.
Here we go.
We're going to try the veal with the prosciutto and the garlic wine sauce here. Oh, mama.
Oh, yeah.
Mama. The focaccia bread came out beautiful, soft, flavorful. You did a good job with the cheese.
Oh, yeah. We
and
had
the
some
oregano.
problems with the dough, but it's looking great. Veal was outstanding. Definitely passes the Roman test. This guy would not be killed in the Colosseum. Over
Eaten
his
by lions.
Right.
Emperor Nero would agree with it.
Yes, he would.
Nero, yes. All right. Well, from that, we must say what's the word goodbye in Italian? You know that one?
Ciao.
Ciao.
It's a greeting and goodbye.
Well, Lansing, from Chris Foster.
David Masiotra.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Got cooking. He's a